All right, welcome back here. We are on step number 5 of 8 in the duplicate process. And this one is called Show the Program. And we actually have a number of different ways that you can introduce Veridian to somebody. So you can actually introduce this to them in person, obviously, which is a one-on-one or a two-on-one, which would be you bringing your mentor or your upline or somebody on your team with you. And you can also do a virtual meeting. Okay, we call that like a webinar. And you can, for example, tell somebody to be or ask them if they can be in front of their computer at a certain time when we have these webinars scheduled, and they can actually watch a live PowerPoint presentation and see Veridian via virtual meeting, right? You could do it at lunchtime, you could do it after hours. We have some of them set up already, and or we could help you set one of them up, okay? So that's a virtual meeting. A home meeting is great, right? Home meetings are awesome. You can actually bring people to your house and get 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 folks to come over. Get somebody in your upline to come over as well. And you want to share with people what you're doing. You want to ask for their support. You want to ask for any suggestions they have or people that you should talk to. And you're trying to get some real serious buy-in. I mean, think about the fact that you're building a business with people that you know, like, and trust, right? So it's like a gigantic barbecue, as Vin Lamantia had mentioned at one of our trainings recently. It's a gigantic barbecue. Who do you want to hang out with? Who do you want to come over? So people that you would have at a home meeting are obviously people that you care about. Then there's also large venue meetings, big hotel meetings. We have our regional meetings. We have the power-up conventions, our annual convention. So we have large functions as well, which would also, I guess, dovetail into the last one there, which is the corporate events. So you can see in the back office on liveveridian.com under events, there's all sorts of stuff to plug into. So there's a number of different ways to show this program to people. Now, we also have different tools, and here's 2 of them, but there's a few others. One of them is a website that's called veridianpresentation.info. And the last thing you want to do is start to email that to people saying, hey, watch this and call me back. That absolutely does not work, right? You want to actually schedule a time to show this program to people, but you can actually use veridianpresentation.info as a tool. Now, if you have an iPad, you can go right to the store and you can download the Veridian app. It's for free, and in there is a PowerPoint presentation. It's also a bunch of videos, the same video as the veridianpresentation.info. So there's 2 tools to use to show the plan. But there's also PowerPoint presentations and flip charts. So we have those 2, which are more hard handheld documents that you can use as well. Now, we don't want to misuse the tools. And think about the tools that we have similar to the tools in a tool chest. Now, if I wanted to nail a nail into the wall, if I was standing 20 feet away and I had a hammer in my hand and the nail was in the wall, I wouldn't throw the hammer at the wall. And that's kind of what it means to email the presentation to people. It's a total misuse of a powerful tool. So you just want to make sure that you use the tools correctly for what they're intended. And now I have a homework assignment for you. Okay, here's your homework assignment. Your homework assignment is to go out there and get a deck of cards and also to go out there and buy 60 marbles and a container to put the marbles in. And what I want you to do is when you get your deck of cards and you shuffle through that deck, you already know with certainty that there's 4 aces in that pile, right? You know that there's 4 aces in that deck, which also means that if you show this plan to enough people, you know with certainty that there are aces that are going to be there. Now, what is an ace in this business? Well, it's somebody who's motivated, somebody who's coachable, somebody who has character, somebody who's committed, somebody who's got a strong desire, somebody who wants change in their life right now, somebody who's fun to be around, they're entrepreneurial, they have a good spirit. I mean, there's a lot of different characteristics that represent an ideal associate, but we'll call that an ace. And what you want to do is you want to become an ace scout, right? You want to look and find aces. Why have 100 people in your business that aren't doing anything when you can have 5 thoroughbreds that are just absolutely knocking the ball out of the park? So it's not a quantity business. It's a quality business. And the more quality you have, the better off you're going to be. Now, what do the marbles represent? Well, the marbles represent every time you show the plan, you put a marble in your jar. And the goal is to show the plan 52 times. And again, I guarantee you that there are 4 aces in that deck. It may take you very, very quick to get to those aces, but it may take you longer than the average person. Okay, it's not right or wrong. It's just it may take you a longer period of time. So go to the store, get a deck of cards, pull out the 4 aces, write down your ideal characteristics of what those aces are, and also go out and get 60 marbles. You actually only need 52, but I say get 60 in case you lose some, and a container. And it may take you a year to show the plan 50 times. Okay, it may take you a month. That part's totally up to you. So in any event, that is really where we're at with Show the Plan, and we'll see you on the next video, step number 6.